Yo guys, the topic of this video is going to be very interesting. Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? This is like a very interesting video topic, whatever you want to call it. Is religion stupid? I want to really get into this now. Is religion stupid? Now obviously it really depends. It depends on who you are as a person. If you're a lot of us people as human beings now, we are atheistic and scientific, and we don't really care about religion now. Some people are very they have this they almost have some type of hatred towards religion. They're all about enlightenment and intellectualism, and they think science and atheism is the way forward, and religion is just kind of primitive nonsense. Obviously, is religion stupid? This is such an important question. Is religion stupid, right? Because religion is quite honestly, it's been the driving force behind so many different types of civilizations, societies. But nowadays, right, religion, a lot of people would see religion as being a bunch of primitive nonsense. God is dead. Friedrich Nietzsche's God is dead. Is God dead? I don't know. Is God dead? Is God is dead? Is that true? People would assume that it is true that God indeed is dead. There is no God is dead. What did Friedrich Nietzsche mean by that God is dead? He basically was implying that basically religion's pretty much just been disproven in the advent of science and our and the intellectual revolutions that were happening in the 18th 19th centuries. In the advent of all of that type of intellectualism and science and whatever, God is dead. That's what Friedrich Nietzsche was talking about. God is dead. Basically, religion is just now is pretty much been disproven. It's pretty much clear, crystal clear, that there is no God. That all religion is pretty much primitive nonsense. I do that there was this type of that's what I do believe. That's what Friedrich Nietzsche was kind of implying with this type of statement. God is dead. But why did he say that in the first place? Is religion stupid? This is actually quite an important topic. Why is this topic so important? Because religion really is the driving force behind so many different types of civilizations, societies, and whatever you want to call it. Religion is the driving force behind so many different types of civilizations and societies. It has been the driving force, the driving force for so many different types of empires and political entities. Is religion stupid though? This is why this topic of this video is so important, because if religion is just pretty much just nonsense, primitive nonsense, is religion stupid? If religion is just a bunch of nonsense, where basically, as Friedrich Nietzsche would put it, God is dead. If God is dead, so to speak, and religion's pretty much been proven to be just all a bunch of nonsense, because nowadays, with all our up-to-date scientific knowledge, it would appear to be the case that God is actually dead, that God is dead in the sense that God is not actually real, and that religion's pretty much been proven to be just a bunch of primitive nonsense. The Bible, Holy Bible, which I have here, there's so many different types of pages for the Holy Bible. Quran, there's other religious texts. Is religion stupid? A lot of you are going to be very contentious, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. A lot of you are probably going to be very having disagreements, but whatever. Is religion stupid? It's such an important topic, man. Is religion stupid? Because religion has been the driving force for so many different types of civilization, societies. But nowadays, people would see, a lot of us, we now see religion as just a bunch of primitive nonsense. Clearly, there is no God above our skies. Everything, God is dead, so to speak. This is Friedrich Nietzsche put it. Is religion stupid? This is so important, guys, to think about this, contemplate on this. Is religion stupid? It would appear to be the case that religion is stupid, that there is no deities, there are no deities, no God, all the religion is just a bunch of made up bullshit nonsense. Religion is just primitive nonsense, there is no God, there are no deities. Is religion stupid? It's such an important question, because remember, religion has been the driving force behind so many different types of empires, civilizations, political entities. Religion has been so important for human history, etc. But nowadays, it's kind of become irrelevant a little bit in regards to politics, in regards to politics specifically, especially politics. Religion has become pretty much irrelevant now. Only really, it's really only a very traditional thing now, religion. Only people, very specific people still cater and care about religion, but not in terms of politics. Religion being in the institution of some countries, etc. Religion being a part of the government, maybe perhaps in the Middle East and Asia, especially Europe and America. Religion's not really too intimately linked to politics now, is it? It's kind of become a lot more irrelevant. Is religion stupid? I would believe so, that religion might indeed perhaps be stupid. Religion, again, in the advent of just what Friedrich Nietzsche said, is God dead? What did he mean by that? Is God dead? Basically, because of like all the intellectualism, whatever you want to call it, the scientific revolution, whatever, all of that intellectualism was going on. Perhaps maybe in like, especially the 17th, 18th, 19th centuries and up until the 20th, now 21st century, all of this intellectualism was going on, and now religion's pretty much been like thrown into the garbage bin in regards to like academia. Religion's pretty much just, I do think that a lot of modern academic people that are like very like intellectual, they just see religion as being a bunch of primitive nonsense. I do feel that, especially in our society, a lot of us now, we do see religion as just being a bunch of primitive nonsense. There is clearly no God above our skies. It's just all a bunch of primitive nonsense. All of this is just like primitive stuff from like the ancient world that's not really even relevant now. But is religion stupid? Obviously, it depends on who you are. Obviously, I'm not saying that religion is stupid, but it would appear to be the case that religion might be stupid. Oh, sorry, that was kind of a little bit weird. What the hell? Shouldn't you like fucking see me do that anyway? Is religion stupid? I'm not too sure. A lot of you gotta be like very contentious, just having your own disagreements. A lot of you gonna be very contentious. Is religion stupid? I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not saying religion is stupid. Just carefully think about it though. Is religion stupid? Friedrich Nietzsche said God is dead. What the fuck does he mean by that? God is dead. What's that mean? He was implying basically that in the advent of like the scientific revolution and all this intellectualism that was going on in the earlier, again, 17th, 18th, 19th century, basically God is dead, and so basically God is dead. So religion has pretty much been disproven. It's crystal clear that God does not exist in the advent of all of this intellectualism and scientific revolution. And I do believe, especially nowadays, a lot of people, especially if you're from like Europe or America, religion pretty much nobody really cares too much about it. I know there are like very like gated communities of people, etc., that still believe in like God. What type of God? Maybe perhaps obviously the Abrahamic God, the Quran here, and you got the Bible there. Obviously Hinduism, Hindus, and there's other religious communities. Overall though, I do believe what Friedrich Nietzsche was saying is kind of like correct. God is dead, in the sense that like God is dead. That means that religion is pretty much, it's not really taken seriously anymore now. It's, a lot of people have it in the back of their head that God probably doesn't exist, and that everything about our universe is like pretty much like just about like science now. Everything in our universe doesn't revolve around like deities and cosmic entities like God, Allah, Yahweh. Everything in our universe is like very mechanical, physical. There pretty much is no room for any type of deity or creator God. I don't know. It just seems to be like this is true, right? That God is dead and there are no deities in our world. And that it's crystal clear that religion's just a bunch of primitive nonsense. I don't know. Depends on who you ask. Depends on who you ask. God is dead. God is dead. It would appear to be the case that God indeed is in fact dead. And that God is simply just like a figment of our imagination. And that religion is pretty much just a bunch of primitive nonsense. Is God dead? Is God dead? Is what Friedrich Nietzsche is talking about? Is that true? Is God dead? It would appear to be the case that God is actually dead. Even if you're like super religious, whatever you're close, you're like a devout Muslim, Christian, Jew, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter what you belong, what type of religious background you have, etc. You would have to agree with me that a lot of us human beings, we are like pretty much not really too concerned about religion at all. Maybe perhaps only like in terms of like face value. A lot of you have like a lot of, especially Muslims in Europe and America, face value. They say that they will tell you that they're Muslims, but if you analyze their behavior and their habits, it will be very clear to you that these people are just like, it's just culture, it's just like a cultural thing for them. They're Muslims because of their culture and their upbringing and heritage. Same, I think that's the same case, in the same way, like that would be like very similar for that's the same thing for Jews as well. Jews, if you look at like there's like I do think there's still a couple, maybe perhaps there's not as many Jews as Muslims, obviously demographics, but a lot of Jews, I do believe that they're not like very religious now. I do believe a lot of Jews are just like, it's all about their just heritage and culture. It's not a lot of Jews are kind of more secularized and atheistic now, and obviously Christians. I do believe Christianity is pretty much it's like a dead horse. Actually, Christianity is even more pretty much is even more worn down, more like irrelevant than Judaism and Islam. Anyway, is religion stupid? This is so interesting to think about, guys. Is religion stupid? Why am I even talking about this? Because we gotta remember, guys, religion has been like the driving force for so many different types of civilizations, societies, political entities. But nowadays, religion, a lot of people would just see religion as being a bunch of primitive nonsense, that God is crystal clear that God does not exist. And religion's just a bunch of primitive nonsense. Obviously, we all have our own opinions and like perspectives on this. Is God dead? Is God dead? I don't know. That's what Friedrich Nietzsche was talking about. What did he mean by that, Friedrich Nietzsche? Why was Friedrich Nietzsche talking about this? Is God dead? What the fuck did Friedrich Nietzsche mean? Who knows? But is religion stupid? It seems like a lot of us, we tend like wishful thinking. It would be better if there was a God above our skies, or whatever you want to call it. If there were like deities that cared about us and there was like an afterlife that we all go to, oh, that would be like so much better. I don't know. What is the actual reality of this world? Is there actually like, are these like, is there actually a God, or is it just all wishful thinking? I don't know. Is religion stupid? Well, a lot of modern academics, scientists, etc., they'll tell you that religion is basically just primitive nonsense. All like the Quran, the Bible is just like a product of like the ancient world. All these primitive people were compiling stories together for no like intelligible reason, and they were suffering from mental health problems, and that's the result of that. And that is basically where the Bible and the Quran comes from. The people in like perhaps maybe people in the ancient world, they had like all these medical health problems, mental health problems, and they put stories together in here, and that is the result. And our modern holy scriptures are the result of all these people that used to have mental health problems. Is religion stupid? It's very difficult to even begin to talk about this. Is religion stupid? A lot of us people, human beings, we would assume that religion is religion stupid. A lot of us, we want to believe that there is a God and whatever, and there's an afterlife that we all go to and etc. and stuff like that. But I do believe that that's probably just all wishful thinking and delusions. Perhaps maybe, I don't know. That's always the issue with religion, is wishful thinking. We do feel like like a lot of us, we want there to be like, we want like a God to exist. That's always been the issue with religion. It's always like wishful thinking and etc. Not really caring about the facts and the truth with a capital T. Is religion stupid, guys? This is so interesting to think about. I do believe that a lot of academics, scientists, people, they do, a lot of scientists, modern scientists, a lot of modern intellectuals and academics, they would like assume that religion actually is indeed stupid and it's just a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. What's your opinion on all of this? Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? We'll never know the actual, the truth behind religion or the existence of God, but it's kind of like fun to speculate. All of this speculation is very fun, guys. Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? I'm not too sure, guys. It's actually very important to think about this though. Is religion stupid? It's very fun to think about it. Is religion stupid? You gotta remember, in our history, religion has been the driving force for so many different types of civilizations, empires, political entities, whatever you want to call it. Religion has been like the driving force behind so many different types of civilizations, empires, cultures, etc., whatever you want to call it. But is religion stupid? Because this is kind of like, becomes kind of like almost very absurd if you carefully think about it. Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? I don't know, guys. Is religion stupid? You gotta think about this. Religion has been like the driving force for so many different types of civilizations, empires, whatever you want to call it. Religion was like so important for us human beings in the past, for our history, for the development of our species. But nowadays, people would just tell you that religion, it's all just a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world. It's crystal clear that God does not exist. All of this stuff, a lot of people would tell you this now. Obviously, it's all on you to carefully think about this. And you gotta actually understand, is religion stupid? I'm not saying that religion is stupid. You gotta think about it very carefully though. God is dead. What did Friedrich Nietzsche mean by that? God is dead. What did Friedrich Nietzsche mean by that? God is dead. God is dead. So what does that mean? God is dead. That means that it's pretty much been proven now that God does not exist and religion is just a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world. I do believe that's what Friedrich Nietzsche was kind of implying. God is dead. What's that mean? It's kind of very interesting to think about it. Is religion stupid? A lot of us nowadays, we see religion, a lot of us, especially academics, scientists, they would tell you that religion is just a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world, that religion is all just a bunch of garbage. It's basically that there are no deities above our skies. I don't know, it's very interesting to think about this though. Is religion stupid? Think about it, guys. Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? Again, religion is like such an intimate part of our history and culture and civilization. Is religion stupid though? It's kind of like very insane to me that religion, it was like so important for especially for the politics of the Middle Ages and the medieval period, but nowadays it's pretty much just seen as something that's like very absurd and like primitive nonsense basically. Is religion stupid? It's so interesting to think about this, guys. Is religion stupid? Is religion stupid? Think about it very carefully. It's so like insane to me. Again, God is dead. Friedrich Nietzsche said that. What did he mean by that? God is dead. God is dead. And basically, that means that God is like no longer, it's pretty much been, it's crystal clear now that God does not exist and religion is just a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world. I don't know. Is religion stupid? Think about it. A lot of people nowadays would just see as religion as being like a bunch of primitive nonsense from the ancient world. I don't know. Obviously, what religion are we talking about? The Abrahamic faith, the Quran, Bible there? Or am I talking about Hinduism or Sikhism? Also very, very much depends. In your life, think about it, guys. Is religion stupid? Is it stupid? I mean, science, as of now, as of yet, has not logically proven the existence of God and the existence of like the afterlife. Science, in regards to like science, there's not like an equation that proves God's existence or something like this. So, is religion stupid? I'm not too sure. Obviously, it's all like about your personal opinions. In my opinion, though, I do believe that religion is not stupid. Actually, religion is like very much needed for us human beings. Us human beings, we need religion. Without religion, where are you going to get your existential purpose from? In terms of, let's talk about existentialism now. Religion, pretty much, there's like a bunch of these like checklists that us human beings need to like have ticked. Like in regards to like for us human beings, we definitely need like religion in terms of like us having some type of existential fulfillment and etc. and stuff like that. Us human beings, we definitely need religion for our in terms of like fulfillment and happiness and contentment and etc. And for having like some type of higher spiritual purpose. If without religion, us human beings, it's sort of like without religion, us human, it's sort of like it's like trying to use it's like trying to sail a boat without like the flagship thing, whatever that's called. It's like trying to move a boat around in the ocean without like the sail and like the flag piece, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of very absurd. Ultimately, the boat is just going to get lost. In that same type of way, us human beings without religion, we're just kind of like aimlessly moving around this world with no really higher reference point to look at. Religion, I do believe, a lot of people would say that it's just a bunch of nonsense, bullshit, primitive garbage from the ancient world, but I do believe that religion is like so important for us human beings. Religion is like very much needed for us human beings. Because without religion, it's sort of like us human beings, it's like a boat. There's like a boat in the ocean. It has no like sail thing. Picture like in the ocean, picture like a boat, picture an ocean and picture a boat, and the boat's on top of the ocean, and the boat's kind of like moving about through the ocean. Without like the sail and the whatever it's called, like the flag thing, you know, there should be maybe I'm gonna put like a diagram of a boat up. That thing that the sailors used to like navigate the boat and to change its trajectory. Without that thing, a boat is pretty much useless. It's just a bunch of wood that's like floating on the ocean floor aimlessly. In that same type of way, with us human beings without religion, we're basically just kind of aimless. We don't have any type of direction to look at. We don't have any type of like references and scaffolding to guide us somewhere. We're just pretty much lost and aimless. And that's typically, is religion stupid? God is dead. That's what Friedrich Nietzsche said. If God is dead, that means us human beings, we're pretty much just gonna like, if there is no God, no, and religion's pretty much been proven to be a bunch of primitive nonsense. Maybe not proven. I'm just kind of like, for the sake of this video, let's just assume that it's been proven that religion is stupid. Without religion and God, as human beings, it's like a boat without a sail. in the middle of the ocean. The boat's just going to get lost. In that same type of way, us human beings without religion, we're just going to be like kind of aimless and without any type of higher reference point. But anyway, is religion stupid? Obviously, it really depends, but it's such an important question to really carefully think about. Think about this: is religion stupid? And that's about it, guys.